It's been a while since a garden update. Our massive sunflowers finally have heads on them. Look at these beauties. I had to run out and get some shots because we're about to get some more rain again. And I did not want to lose all the petals before getting a chance. Look at those pollinators going at it. It's so awesome. So awesome. Insane amount of flowers in the pumpkin patch. I can see a pumpkin right there. We have them everywhere. Again, tons of pollinators in here, which is so awesome. We have tons of really cool pumpkins growing. Let's see if we can find some of our bigger ones. Oh, there's a really bright, oh, there's a snake. Little garter snake. I used to call them gardener snakes when I was little because that's what I thought they were. So that's kind of funny that we just saw one in the garden. Check out this bad boy. That's awesome. Look how big that is already. We're not even into August quite yet. That is so cool. We've got a really great amount of pumpkins going. I'm sure there's tons more than what we can even see from out here because of all the massive leaves. I gotta try to aim these in before the husband comes out to mow because he says anything that gets in the yard he mows. Look at this cool one. Some warts all over it. Oh, there's another one with warts all over. That is so cool. When we did this section, I just threw a bunch of seeds that we had from previous years in here. So there is just going to be an absolute crazy mix of pumpkins. Look at these beautiful sunflowers. These ones with the multiple heads have popped. Still more to come. Look how many this is going to have on it. That's pretty amazing. All of these ones have gotten some really beautiful flower heads on them. Oh, look at those pollinators. That is just so cool. I absolutely love it. Love the flowers. Oh, one did come down in the rain. We got some pretty crazy storms the other day, right at the end of the party we had. It was pretty crazy. But we have some amazing friends and family that helped us get all packed away before the really craziness. What? Before the real crazy hit. Look at these corn. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, there's cobs in there already. Sometimes that'll still be soft and you can't. It looks like corn, but it's not quite there yet. I wait until this is all black before I harvest my corn. So that's probably still got a few weeks yet. But it's nice and tall and doing great. Finally getting some beans to pop out. I absolutely need to harvest these today so that we can keep getting harvest. Because like I've said before, the more you harvest, the more you get. I've got tons of onions that are clearly ready to go today. I'm hoping that the weather is all right this evening so I can get some help from my little girl. Get out here and pull a bunch of this stuff. Yeah. Look at all these onions that are ready. Tons more ready than what we did last time. Lots of green tomatoes. Like I said, that's going to be just awful, probably, the amount that we get because I let them get so sloppy. Again, don't ever turn your back on things that have worked before. I'm sorry, spider web. I got to take you down so I can get in. This is our entrance. The husband already made fun of me for allowing this to go across, but I was like, I can still crawl in. So what do I care? I don't. I like being engulfed and surrounded by the things I'm growing. Who doesn't? Can't see any cucumbers at the moment in here. I'm sure we've got some. Look at little pumpkins just starting everywhere. That one we saw from the other side there. They are in the cucumber area, so the cucumbers probably aren't going to do the best. They already weren't doing the best. And now they're taken over by that. Did this pepper fall down? Or is it just kind of leaning? It did kind of fall down. It looks like it's trying. I gotta get something in here to stand this back up and to move some of these tomatoes out of the way. It has been a really busy week. We had someone come and make a documentary of the farm. So we kind of put all of our energy into doing that and getting the farm all pretty for that and filming for a couple days. And then we had a really big party for our kiddos. So the garden totally got neglected. It does that. Oh my gosh, look at this beast of a cucumber right here. Dang, that is definitely ready. Let's see if I can get this off one-handed. That's crazy. Yep, that's how long I have spent away from my beautiful garden. Long enough to have a cucumber like that hiding from me. I'm sure there's more in here hiding. It's crazy. But hopefully today I'd see another one. Oh, look at that. Oh, I don't think I caught it. A couple little bees. Oh, there's some more. That is just too cool. Hopefully today I will be getting the rest of the lettuce out of my way. And I have some amazing family members who gifted me tons of potatoes that are sprouting and ready to be planted again. So we are going to, for the first time, finally do a second round of planting for something in the garden, and I am really excited about it. We're gonna do potatoes because that is my absolute favorite thing to eat. So, oh, look at that cute little cucumber started there. Better stop putting things on top of it, huh? But that is my favorite thing to eat. We've got tons of space started right here already. We've got some more lettuce to take out right here. And I'm also gonna put some in the spots that we dug up there because my family really came through for me, and the amount of potatoes that they gave me is seriously probably enough that I could just fill the entire garden with potatoes. Now this one here actually has a coloring. This is starting to over ripen, even though this is such a little funky shape. If you get cucumbers that start to get this yellowish color, this really dark color here at the top and everything, that's telling you that these are over ripened. And you really want to not let that happen on your vine, because once you do, your vine starts focusing on seeding and it will actually stop producing the cucumbers. So it's better to get them early. This is a pickling one, is why this is smaller. It's better to get them early when you start seeing things like the striping on them, because like I said, if you let them go too far, then they will just stop producing. And ours are finally doing well for us, and we're getting tons and tons and tons. I just see them everywhere. I just love this so much. Oh my gosh, that is just so wonderful. I need to try to get over on the other side today. Again, it's a little wet this morning, so I'm gonna wait until this evening, and it's gonna have the day to kind of dry everything up. Plus, hopefully I'll have an extra hand in the garden with me. Another pumpkin over there. It's so cool. So how cool is that? I just wanted to give a little update on how the garden was doing, mainly all of the pollination going on with the extra flowers and how beautiful the sunflowers were. And we ended up with a good little harvest on the way. That's so cool. I love this time of year when gardens just start going crazy. So you can see that we absolutely get behind a lot in the garden. There's times when we just get so far behind, and then I'll finally get to spend a day or two in it, and then it looks really beautiful again. But this time of year, things are just exploding, and that's such a good problem to have, because though it's just crawling everywhere and so full, so much of it is good food, or like I said, these awesome flowers with pollination, which is cool. I just did this. There's no flowers in there. There they are. But awesome flowers. The sunflowers are just so insanely tall. I just love it. But yeah, they have gotten a little bit out of control, but I don't care because that just means everything is growing so good. And like I said, for the first time ever since we've moved here, I am finally going to plant something for the fall harvest. And that's all that matters. Just plant something. Even if you thought, okay, I'm going to do these 5 things for the fall, do one thing. Don't overwhelm yourself. When we were shooting the documentary, our friend had so many good questions, and one of the questions he asked was like, what's a good tip for someone starting out? And he was talking specifically about the farm, but I think that this works really well for the garden now that I think about it. Because the one thing we said is don't do everything at once. We learned a lot of lessons when it came to enclosures. We would build them one way and find that there is a better way to do it. And the nice thing is, because we didn't get every animal we have at once, we didn't build every enclosure we have at once, we learned off of the first 1 or 2, and then the others just got better. And that's how it is with the garden. We did not start out as big as this is this year. You know, it's gotten bigger and bigger every year. And that's the nice thing, is that you start out with a few things, really master them, and then add some more. And though every year I've said, okay, I'm going to do fall harvest, I'm going to plant something, and we've never gotten to it, I've never gotten more seeds or whatever, this year we finally had planted early enough for something like our potatoes that we've started pulling them up. We've gotten room because of all the lettuce that we did, that now we're pulling up and giving to the animals because it's gone bitter in the heat. And there's room. And I thought, let's not waste this space. And then, like I said, my family really came through. My Aunt Joanne and my Aunt Michelle and my cousin Leanne, they all came through and just gave me all these wonderful potatoes that you will see me planting. And I'm just so excited about it. And I am not mad about the fact that it's just one thing that I've remembered to plant. To me, it's like I remembered to plant something again. So get out there, plant something. It is not too late. Even if you haven't started your garden at all, it is not too late. There's so many things that you can plant right now. Do potatoes, do carrots, wait a little bit on lettuce. That is very fast. It's still very hot here in Michigan. Maybe start that in August. But carrots love to be started in the heat. So start those now, and then those will be ready in the fall. You know, start broccoli and cauliflower soon. Actually, let's go take a look at our broccoli. And now that I say broccoli, I believe it's actually cauliflower. Look at all these carrots. This section of carrots is looking beautiful. I weeded them when I did the potatoes. This section of carrots needs weeded. That looks scary, but I don't care. I don't care. That stuff happens. These onions are ready to pull. We'll pull those this evening with my daughter. These ones I have showed you before. This cauliflower is doing awful. The leaves have looked awful since we put it in, and that's just not gonna go good. I can tell, but that's okay. I've left it because I thought if the bugs like this one, let them have it. This one I don't think is gonna do a darn thing, but that one looks like a pretty big head. It does kind of look like the greatest of colors right there, but I've never grown cauliflower, so I'm not really sure if that will brighten up. We kind of, this time around, we're just like, let's just see what it does. Someone tell me in the comments, has this gone too far? Was I supposed to pull this out at some point in time before? I don't know. That one's new to me, so we're always learning here. But everything's doing awesome. I could not be happier about it, especially since it's doing so good even with my neglect. So it's a really good garden for me. All this is stuff that's going to be pulled up for the animals, the tatsoi, the other lettuce. We've got some awesome potatoes still that we're waiting on, and those will be pulled up as soon as those start to die back the rest of the way. More lettuce for the animals. Look how amazing the basil is doing. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. So yeah, little garden harvest, little garden update. Hopefully either at the end of this video or down the next video, there'll be a little garden planting and we'll get some potatoes in the ground. And yeah, we'll keep keeping you updated. I just cannot believe these sunflowers. I cannot believe these sunflowers. It's so cool. But like I said, If you haven't started yet, it's not too late. Get out there and start. Show us what you've been doing. Comment. What's your favorite thing to plant? What's a tip or a trick that you have about things that you plant? Because like I said, we never stop learning. I did some things different this year that I totally should not have done different. And that's also another learning thing. When you do something good, keep it good. But all right, we'll see you on the next one. Y'all ever see these spiders? Literally has like a shell on its bum. Look at that. I wish I could get a better angle or even zoom up, but when I zoom up it kind of blurs out. Yep, it kind of doesn't realize what it's trying to get. The thing is funky. Look at that. Literally has like a shell on its back. It's totally weird.